Today, I made the mistake of going onto Twitter. Nothing really bad happened, it's just generally a bad idea. But today had the unintended side effect of showing me the new Mega Victreebel design. And that went just as well as you'd expect on Twitter. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Unlucky Block, where you get what you get and you don't get upset. Okay, you can get a little bit upset, but I don't want to hear you, man. Okay, so the Pokemon community is a little bit divided because we are finally getting new Mega designs for Pokemon Legends ZA. And I'm assuming why you're here is to hear my take on it all. And if I'm being 100% honest, they are so bad, is what you thought I'd say. In reality, I think they're really good, is what you thought I'd say. Alright, all jokes aside, I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're bad designs, because by no stretch of the imagination are they actually. If you want bad Pokemon designs to complain about, go back to Scarlet and Violet, where you'll find Baru, the car engine Pokemons, or Cloth, that is literally just a giant crab, or get this one, Flamigo. Hell, Flamigo is so on the nose that while I was writing this script, it got changed to Flamingo without me even noticing. So, Pokemon has some notoriously uncreative designs. But in this case, I actually like the new Mega Evolution design. Say what you will, but these are good Mega designs. But at the same time, the fact that the bar for Game Freak is just good Pokemon designs is kinda sad. So I can assure you, while the new Mega designs are definitely overrated, they are most certainly also underrated. Alright, let's start with Mega Dragonite. For the longest time, the Pokemon community had been on Dragonite's case because it looks, well, how do I say, nothing like the pre-evolutions? But to that point, Mega Dragonite solves this issue and also expands upon the Dragonite design. I can definitely see people being underwhelmed by this design though, because Dragonite's in this weird spot where he's a babyish design, but he's also a literal dragon, and Game Freak kind of leans more on the babyish sides of things. So if it's not your cup of tea, that's totally understandable, but it's also not a bad design. And then there's Mega Victreebel, which I have one glaring issue with. It's the mouth. The mouth is pretty silly. I don't hate this design, and I feel like most people don't hate this design. They just hate the goofy, silly little mouth at the top, which is completely understandable, and it's also the thing being shared the most. If you want a better idea of how Mega Victreebel actually is, watch this animation. This came completely out of left field for the Pokemon Company, and I am all for it. I'm gonna link it here if you haven't seen it already. It is a really good short. It's like analog horror featuring Mega Victreebel, which, kinda cool. And also, for the record, I want to address the argument of fan designs being better. Yeah, they are. I do want to say though, just because they aren't on the same level, doesn't mean that the official design is bad. There is a really weird phenomenon that happens when a game develops a large fan base, because 9 times out of 10, the fans know what makes the franchise work better than the game developers themselves. Now, I feel like Game Freak should just hire these people, but the point is they can't always meet those expectations, which is not really an excuse, but it is something to consider. I just want y'all to realize that Legends ZA is going to be an amazing game, but it is probably not going to be a groundbreaking game. With the state of the gaming industry right now, I feel like Game Freak should have the means and the motivation to make a visually stunning game, but they tend to fall flat at that. So while it's definitely okay to be excited about this game, don't let your excitement blind you to the fact that there are going to be rough patches and things wrong with this game. Yeah, I guess in summary, the Mega designs are pretty cool. Anyways, looks like there's nothing left to be said. So with that, I bid you peace, my friend.